Good morning, students. Today, Thursday, I am your English teacher in Vittal Matriculation School. Hope you all doing well, right? Are you all happy? Yes. Had your breakfast? Yes. Then, last class, what we have seen? In last class, we see the prose lesson, right? Unit 3rd, prose lesson, Sir Isaac Newton, the ingenious scientist. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Warm up. In parts, identify the great thinkers of the world and write the names from the box. Here, Aristotle, Vivekananda, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Buddha, Plato, Einstein, C.V. Raman, Socrates, right? Then we have already seen this passage, right? And then today we are continuing the prose lesson. Are you all understood what is going on here? Yes. Let me read. Isaac possessed a wonderful faculty of acquiring knowledge by the simplest means. For instance, what method do you suppose he took to find out the strength of the wind? He jumped against the wind, and by the length of his jump, he could calculate the force of a gentle breeze, a brisk gale, a tempest. Thus, even in his boyish sports, he was continually searching out the secrets of philosophy. Let me explain this paragraph. Students, you have to listen, okay? Isaac had a great inbuilt mental power for getting knowledge from simple things. For example, do you know what method he had dropped? He adopted to find out the strength of the wind. He simply jumped against the wind with the length of his jump. He calculated the force of the wind. He was able to differentiate between a gentle breeze and a very strong wind and a very strong wind and a windly storm. Thus, he used simple techniques like his everyday sports in searching for answers of great theories. He jumped against the wind to calculate its force. Yes, the meaning of apprentice. Apprentice means employ someone as a trainee to a skilled employer. Apprentice means skilled employer. And then faculty. An inherent mental or physical power. An inherent mental or physical power. Gale, very strong wind. Gale, very strong wind. Tempest, violent windy storm. Violent windy storm. Tempest means violent windy storm. And then next paragraph. Not far from his grandmother's residence, there was a windmill. Which operated on a new plan. Isaac was in the habit of going thither frequently and would spend whole hours in examining its various parts while the mill was at rest. He pried into its internal machinery when its broad sails were set in motion by the wind. He watched the process by which the millstones were made to revolve and crush the grain that was put into the hopper. After gaining a thorough knowledge of its construction, he was observed to be unusually busy with his tools. I was not long before his grandmother and all the neighborhood knew what Isaac had been about. He had constructed a model of the windmill, though not so large, I suppose, as one of the box traps which boys set to catch squirrels at every part of the mill, and its machinery was complete. Its little sails were neatly made of linen and whirled round very swiftly when the mill was placed in a draught of air. Even a puff of wind from Isaac's mouth or from, from a pair of bellows was sufficient to set the sails in motion. And what was most curious, if a handful of grains of wheat were put into the little hopper, they would soon be converted into snow white flour. Snow white flour. Let me explain this paragraph. Students, listen to me, okay? There was a windmill near Isaac's house which operated on a new mechanism, right? Isaac had the habit of going there often and he spent a long time studying the various parts, right? Then, when the windmill was not operated, he meddled with its internal machine parts. Then, when the sails of the mill were set going by the wind, he saw the process by which the attached stones started spinning and crushed the grain that was put into the hopper, right? Hoppers are funnel shaped bins for feeding grains into the mills. Then, once he understood the specific mechanism of the windmill, it was seen that he was very busy with his tools. He started making one by himself. Here, a grinding stone, which is usually placed inside a windmill, used for grinding flour, right? Then, soon his grandmother and the neighborhood came to know why Isaac had been busy. He had constructed a model of windmill that he had seen all by himself. Model of the windmill that he had seen all by himself. It was smaller than the original. It was the smaller than the original. Only the size of trap boxes which boys made to catch squirrels, but every part was intact and the set was complete. He made the sails out of which which moved in rounds in a rapid speed when the windmill was exposed to air currents in a closed space. Then, even when Isaac blew a puff of air or used bellows, and the sail started moving beautifully. Bellow is a device with an airbag that emits a stream of air when squeezed together, usually used to kindle fire. Not only did the sails work perfectly, when he put a handful of grains, they were soon converted into pure white flour, right? Then the grinding stones had also been properly fixed and the machinery he created was perfect. And then the hard words wired, right? Wired means whirled means moved rapidly round and round. And then draught. Draught means a current of cool air in a room or other confined space. a current of cool air in a room or other confined space. Bellows means a device with an airbag that emits a stream of air when squeezed together. Hoppers means funnel-shaped bins for feeding grains into mills. Feeding grains into mills. Yes. Okay, students, are you all understood the passage? Section 1. Okay. Now we are going to see the glossaries. Okay. See. Ingenuity. Ingenuity means the ability to invent things or creativity. The ability to invent things, creativity. Contrived. Contrived. Created or invented. Created or invented. Apprentice. Works for someone to learn skill. Works for someone to learn skill. Acquiring. Acquiring. Getting knowledge or skill. Getting knowledge or skill. Freed. Investigated. Freed. Investigated. Hopper. Funnel shaped bins for feeding grains into mills. Feeding grains into mills. Next, read and understand. Read and understand. See, fill in the blanks. First one is Isaac Newton was born at. Isaac Newton was born at the small village of Woolsthorpe in England, right? Born at Woolsthorpe. Like the small village of the small village of Woolsthorpe in England. L-A-E-N-G-L-A-N-D, England. Isaac Newton was born at Woolsthorpe in England, the small village of Woolsthorpe in England. Grandmother was advised to apprentice him to a clockmaker. Clockmaker. And then Isaac made a clock by the dropping of water. Dropping of water. W-A-T-E-R, water. And then the sundial made by Isaac is still in existence at dash. Woolsthorpe, at the corner of his house where Isaac dwelt. Right, the answer is existence at Woolsthorpe. Woolsthorpe at the corner. At the corner. C-O-R-N-E-R, corner of O-F of corner of his house where Isaac dwelt. Isaac dwelt. D-W-E-L-T, dwelt. Then Isaac constructed a model of the windmill. Constructed a model of the windmill. Yes, Isaac Newton was born at the small village of Woolsthorpe in England. Grandmother was advised to apprentice him to a clockmaker. Isaac made a clock by the dropping of water. The sundial made by Isaac is still in existence at Woolsthorpe at the corner of his house where Isaac dwelt. Isaac constructed a model of the windmill. Model of the windmill. Then choose the correct synonyms for the italicized words. Choose the correct synonyms for the italicized words. Here, this dark color letters words name is italicized. It from Italian word. Yes. Isaac was chiefly remarkable for his ingenuity. The correct answer is, wait, before that, common, notable, neglected, unknown. Here the correct answer is remarkable, notable, notable. And second one, he will make a capital workman. He will make a capital workman. Wealth, excellent, profitable, head. Capital means head. Nobody could tell what the sunshine was composed of. What the sunshine was composed of, made, known, full, felt. The correct answer is composed, made. He cared little for earthly fame and honors. Here fame means popularity. Fame means popularity, right? Disrespect, attraction, proud, no. Popularity is the correct one. Remarkable, notable, capital head. Composed, made, fame, popularity. And then, shall we continue the section 2, right? Section 2. Students, all of you have to write it in your book and read well for the test. Okay, tomorrow you have a test, so you have to prepare well. Book back question answers and 1 marks you have to go write test. Okay. Section 2. Take turns and read this section. Let me read. Isaac's playmates were enchanted. Isaac's playmates were enchanted with his new windmill. They thought that nothing so pretty and so wonderful had ever been seen in the whole world. But Isaac said, one of them, you have forgotten one thing that belongs to a mill. What he said? But Isaac said, one of them, you have forgotten one thing that belonged to a mill. What is that? Asked Isaac. What is that? Asked Isaac. For he supposed that from the roof of the mill to its foundation, he had forgotten nothing. What is that? Asked Isaac. For he supposed that from the roof of the mill to its foundation, he had forgotten nothing. And why? Where is the miller? Said his friend. Why? Where is the miller? Said his friend. That is true. I must look out for one, said Isaac. And I must look out for one, said Isaac. And he set himself to consider how the deficiency should be supplied. And then he might easily have made the miniature figure of a man, but then it would not have been able to move about and perform the duties of a miller. But perhaps some two-legged millers are quite as dishonest as this small quadruped. Let me explain. Students, you have to listen, okay? Let me explain. Isaac's friends were charmed with his new windmill, right? Isaac's friends were charmed with his new windmill. They felt they had not seen anything more wonderful or prettier than the windmill. But one of his friends pointed out that he had forgotten one thing that belonged to a mill. Isaac was surprised and asked what he had missed because he was sure that from the foundation to the roof of the mill he, he had not forgotten any details. His friend asked him where the miller was. Isaac agreed. He said he must search for one miller now and thought how the shortcoming could be overcome. And he could have easily made a small figure of a man to suit his model-sized windmill, but he would have to make it move about and make it do the duties of a miller. During Isaac's time, Gulliver's Travels, the famous book had not been written. Gulliver had not discovered the island of Lilliputs. Lilliputs are tiny people about 6 inches tall. An imaginary character in the famous Gulliver's Travel, such a small-sized man would shoot the model-sized windmill of Isaac. Isaac did not know it then. Isaac was wondering what to do for the miller. Just then a mouse had been trapped in the mousetrap set at Isaac's home. He appointed Mr. Mouse as the miller. And then the size of the mouse suited the size of the windmill. Then the new miller looked very respectable in his grey overcoat, but he was not very honest miller because he stole a portion of grain every time he was given grains to make flour. Maybe even what-legged miller, real millers, human beings, are sometimes as dishonest as these small four-legged animals. And then as Isaac grew older, it was found that he had far more important matters in his mind than the manufacturer of toys, like the little windmill. All day long, if left to himself, he was either absorbed in thought or engaged in some book of mathematics or natural philosophy. At night, I think it probable he looked up with reverential curiosity to the stars and wondered whether they were worlds and then like our own, and how great was their distance from the earth, and what was the power that kept them in their courses, perhaps even so early in life. Isaac Newton felt a presentiment presentiment that he should be able hereafter to answer all this question. Hereafter to answer all this question. Let me explain. As Isaac became older, he realized he had more important issues in his life than just just making miniature toys of windmill and the miller. If he was alone throughout the day, he was in deep thought or he deeply concentrated in some mathematics or natural philosophy look. Okay, then during the night he looked up the sky and thought with deep respect to the stars, wondered whether the stars were worlds like our earth. What was the distance of stars from earth? What was the power that held them in their positions? Even in his young age, maybe he had an institutions that he should be able to answer the questions about our universe. And then hard words. Enchanted, charmed, filled with delight. Enchanted means charmed, and enchanted means charmed, filled with delight. Reverential means with a deep respect to. Reverential means with a deep respect to. Presentiment. Presentiment means an intuitive feeling about the future. An intuitive feeling about the future. Quadruped. Quadruped means four-legged animal. Quadruped means four-legged animals. Four-legged animals. Four Legged legged animals. 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 And then when Isaac was 14 years old, 14 years old, his mother's second husband being now dead, and she wished her son leave school and assist her in meaning the farm at Woolsthorpe for a new here for a new for a year or two. Therefore he tried to turn his attention to farming, but his mind was not bent on becoming a scholar. That his mother sent him back to school and afterwards to the University of Cambridge. He was the first that found out the nature of light, for before his day nobody could tell what the sunshine was composed of until then. You remember, I suppose, the story of an apple's falling on his head, which lead him to discover the force of gravitation and which keeps the heavenly bodies in their courses. And when he had once got hold of this idea, he never permitted his mind to rest until he had searched out all the laws by which the planets are guided through the sky. This he did as thoroughly as if he had gone up among the stars and tracked them in their orbits. As a boy, he had found out the mechanism of a windmill, and as a man he explained to his fellow men the mechanism of the universe. And then let me explain this passage. When Isaac reached 14 years, when Isaac reached 14 years, his mother's second husband died. His mother's second husband died. She could not manage the farm in Woolsthorpe all alone, so she asked Isaac to assist her, and so he had to discontinue his schooling. So he had to discontinue his schooling. For 1 or 2 years, she tried to make Isaac concentrate on the farm, but he was very keen to becoming a specializing in his field of study. His mother sent him back to school, then to the University of Cambridge, one of the most prestigious universities, and then he discovered the nature of light, and then he discovered the nature of light, right? Then until then nobody knew what sunshine was made of. All of us know the story of the apple falling on Newton's head, which made him discover the gravitational force which held all the bodies in the universe in its respective places. And once he had this idea, and he was not able to stop thinking. He did not allow his mind to rest, and he searched all the laws governing the planets and the universe. He died a complete study as if he traveled to the stars and saw them travel in their paths. When he was young, he had discovered the techniques of a windmill. Then, when he became older, he explained the structure of a universe. Next, while researching, he was accustomed to spend night after night in a lofty tower, gazing at the heavenly bodies through a his mind was lifted far above the things of this world. He may be said indeed to have spent the greater part of his life in worlds that like thousands and millions of miles away. For where the thoughts and the heart are, there is our true existence. Newton lived to be a very old man. And then renowned thinker, and was made a member of parliament and received the honor of knighthood from the king. But he cared little for earthly fame and honors, and felt no pride in the vastness of his knowledge. All that he had learned only made him feel how little he knew in comparison to what remained to be known. Yes, let me explain this paragraph. And when he was doing his studies, right, doing his studies, he had the habit of spending his nights in a tall tower, from where he saw the activities in the sky with the help of a telescope. His thinking was far ahead than the worldly things. He seemed to have spent more time in his life in studying about worlds which are millions of miles away from us. Ordinary daily things were of no importance to him. He seemed to have truly existed millions of miles away from us because our true existence lies wherever thoughts live. Wherever thoughts live. And next one is, here see, and then let me continue to read. I seemed to myself like a child, he observed, playing on the seashore and picking up here and there a curious shell or a pretty pebble. Curious shell, pretty pebble, while the boundless ocean of truth lies undiscovered before me. At last, in 1727, when he was 85 years old, Sir Isaac Newton died, or rather he ceased to live on earth. We may be permitted to believe that he is still searching out the infinite wisdom and goodness of the Creator as earnestly and with even more success and then while his spirit animated a mortal body, he has left a fame behind him which will be as endurable as if his name were written in letters of light formed by the stars upon the midnight sky. I love to hear about mechanical contrivances such as the water clock and the little windmill, remarked George. I suppose if Sir Isaac Newton had only thought of it, he might have found out the steam engine and railroads and all the other famous inventions that have come into use since his day. Very possible he might, replied Mr. Temple, and no doubt a great many people would think it more useful to manufacture steam engines than to search out the system of the universe. Other great astronomers besides Newton have been endowed with mechanical genius. There was David Rittenhouse, an American. He made a perfect little water mill when he was only 7 or 8 years old. But this sort of ingenuity is but a mere trifle in comparison with the other talents of such men. Let me explain these paragraphs. Students, listen. Then Newton lived till his old age, right? He was known as famous thinker. He became the member of the parliament, right? And was honored with knighthood. Knighthood from the king. In the UK, knighthood refers to a man awarded a non-hereditary title in recognition of merit. Non-hereditary title in recognition of merit and entitled to use the honorific sir in front of his name. He was known as Sir Isaac Newton after the knighthood was given to him by the king, but he did not care about fame or honors, nor did he feel proud of his vast knowledge. And then the more he learned, the more he realized how little he knew when compared to what is yet to be discovered. What is yet to be discovered? Word scholar. Scholar means a specialist in a specific branch of study. Scholar means a specialist in a specific branch of study. Accustomed, usual or habitual. Lofty, great height, tall. Great height and tall. And renowned, famous, known or talked about. Renowned means famous, known or talked about. Knight, a man awarded a non-hereditary title in recognition of merit and entitled to use the honorific sir in front of his name. Knight means a man awarded a non-hereditary title in recognition of merit and entitled to use honorific sir in front of his name. Knighthood, the little rank or status of a knight. The little rank or status of a knight. And then Isaac once told that he seemed like a child to himself. He said he was like a child playing on the seashores with shells and stories. While there was so much to discover about the endless sea in front of him. And Sir Isaac Newton died when he was aged 85 in the year 1727, and the writer says he stopped himself from living on his earth. And then finally, who have been provided with great mechanical knowledge. For example, there was an American named Mr. David Rittenhouse who made a small water mill when he was just 7 or 8 years old, right? But this type of inventions is very small compared to their talents, and but this, yes, ceased, stopped. Yes. Okay, students, we will continue in the next class. You have to read the passage here. Okay, students, thank you.